Hello Cancer, welcome to your reading for May the 9th through to the 16th, and as always it's going to be a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And yeah, let's welcome in the Archangels, Ascendant Masters, the light beings, spirit guides, our higher selves, and any animal, ancestral or dragon guides that you feel resonant with Cancer at the moment. Also welcome, of course, to use your own intuition with the images on these cards. If something comes up different from what I'm saying, please go with your own intuition. Let's see, Cancer, what's going to pop out here. Okay. Three of Pentacles and the Hierophant or the Priest. Five of Swords, Ten of Cups. Okay, Cancer, I have these two images to start. The Hierophant and Three of Pentacles. So this can be quite a spiritual energy, and Three of Pentacles. I'm thinking from this that you have just recently, Cancer, sort of embarked on something that you feel is quite spiritual, that is also creative, that is enabling you to feel like you are in a creative spiritual flow, that you feel like you are, connected to earth, you're very grounded, but you're also tuning into spirit and connecting there as well. And yeah, it's generally a very positive energy that you have been just sort of cultivating, I think, over the last few months or few weeks. Let's see what your, wow, okay, consciousness has just flipped there, and we have projections, which is the Seven of Cups, which is also about choices, options, distractions. Well, let's have a look here. Mind, just the Page of Swords, and we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so at the moment, Cancer, I think you're moving into a higher consciousness card. This is the Ace of Swords in this deck. So it's also about getting clear. And I think you've been able to have a clearer understanding of this energy here, which is the Seven of Cups, which is, options and choices. So I think you are, getting clearer with regard to, this creative energy that you've been tapping into. Maybe it's presented lots of different options to you, but I think you are simplifying things and you're kind of getting clearer as to what it is that you're going to be moving into here. And, underlying theme as an extension of that is that part of that energy is the Six of Cups, which is this inner child activation, which is also about the dream. So it's like a childhood dream or a type of energy that your inner child really resonates with, okay? And this is what you are probably, out of the things that you're presenting to you, you're deciding to align with this inner child energy that's very resonant with you, okay? You also have this energy of mind, which is the Page of Swords. So this is also a bit childlike, but it's that energy of curiosity, of investigation, of perhaps also communication, and also your consciousness as well. So that mind element, the element of air, sorry. So this is kind of confirmation of this theme. We have air and water, top and bottom of your reading. Underlying theme in your current energy is air and water energy, which is very spiritual, higher consciousness, creative as well. And this is also sort of reflected in this creative spiritual energy here that you've been moving into. Creative, spiritual, you could well be like a creative, intuitive Cancer, okay? But any art form, okay? Creativity, any art form. And that, that has a spiritual feel to it for you, or that helps you to feel into your soul energy, okay? General direction moving forward is the Five of Swords and the Ten of Cups. And I think what this is saying is that you are going to be able to overcome these tendency of perhaps if your ego starts to cause doubt or to, I guess, challenge the higher self. Maybe it's going to challenge this spiritual creativity, this inner child energy that's coming forward for you, Cancer. If your ego starts to challenge it, I think you are going to quickly know what you need to do to realign with this energy of the Ten of Cups, which is creative, emotional, spiritual fulfillment. So I think it's like, you know, it's the ego, if it's trying to put forward doubt and question in your mind as to whether or not you should be doing this thing, I really think that it's not going to have a say in the end, you know, and that's a good thing, because you kind of, if you're in a beautiful, you know, creative, spiritual, intuitive zone, in some ways the last thing you need is your ego sticking its head up saying, what are you doing that for? You should be doing A or B, you know. So, yeah. Let's have a look at your outcome. So the elements of fire and water here for you, Cancer. And you are a water sign, so that makes sense that you're going to be feeling into higher consciousness, a creative higher consciousness, okay. 4 and the 5 of Pentacles in your outcome. And the High Priestess, wow, and the 2 of Wands, yeah. Okay. High Priestess is very creative, spiritual, intuitive. Okay, High Priestess. But here we have in your outcome the Fool. So this is you believing in yourself here. Okay, believing in the power of your higher self, of your inner child, of it all coming together in, you know, a beautiful, creative, spiritual flow for you, Cancer. And here we have the 5 of Pentacles, which is interesting because it's a little bit like the 5 of Swords. This is just that the challenging things that are going to come up, that, or the challenging energies of, you know, maybe feeling like something's missing or something's not working. But I really think that this, once again, this is an energy that's going to be superseded by this trust, source connection, moving forward, doing a thing, okay? But I think what it's sort of saying as well is this energy is going to be transmuted. If in the past, Cancer, you've experienced, you know, perceptions of lack or, you know, things not working out how you wanted, or maybe you feel like you've missed opportunities and that type of thing, I don't think you're going to be dwelling in this energy anymore. I think it's good. This is looking like a fresh start. Okay, it's looking like a fresh, okay, you know, a reset, right? And here we have the 2 of Wands. And this is what, you know, something you may not be aware of is that whatever it is that you're doing here, this creative spiritual flow, Cancer, is, you know, is the start of a new path, 2 of Wands. And it's also, you know, it could be definitely you activating your inner High Priestess. Maybe in a past life you've been a High Priestess or a seer or someone very spiritual, maybe a healer. And also, you know, wisdom as well. But this is a very patient energy, the High Priestess. So it's talking about patience, centeredness, calm, you know, with this higher consciousness here. I keep being drawn back to this. I think this is an image of Buddha. So being very aligned, centered, spiritually connected, and very grounded within yourself. We did have the Hierophant and this 3 of Pentacles, just in the recent energy. These are both earth energies, so you're probably feeling pretty grounded and centered at the moment, Cancer. Yeah, and, you know, if what it is that you're doing, maybe there's an art form that at the moment you're really enjoying it and it's helping you with your life, maybe at this point you may not sort of be entertaining the possibility that down the track that's going to become a bigger thing in your life. It's going to be more major or more front and center, possibly, okay, if that resonates. Yeah. Well, let's have a look here with your dragon. We'll get some spirit guidance from the dragons today for you. But yes, inner wisdom. You may be seeing black cats around the place. Or maybe you have a black cat. Wow. The Call, Hanged Man, the Hanged Dragon, sorry. And the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. This Knight of Pentacles, Cancer, is saying that you have reached a point in life or in your experience and in your consciousness where what you have to offer is of great value at this point. Okay, you have a great work-life balance, you have inner wisdom, and yeah. So the benefits that you have to offer and the energy that you are, Cancer, is, you know, a very ripe, if I can say that. So very on point, very relevant, very helpful, very much needed. Okay, can I say that? This is also about work-life balance, you know, being able to give of your energy, but having enough for yourself to enjoy your life. Okay, Spirit's saying yes, whatever it is you're doing is going to help to provide you with that. You also have the Call here. So this thing that you're doing, it could be, well, it may be part of your calling, okay, spiritual calling. And Hanged Man, Hanged Dragon, full mind, body, meditation, contemplating your enlightenment, really accessing, I guess, activating all of your chakras, doing chakra healing, doing high consciousness work, doing grounded work, you know, being really balanced and contemplating your enlightenment here, Cancer, but also through whatever it is that you are doing here creatively, spiritually, and intuitively, whatever it is that you are doing is, it's looking like Spirit's saying it's in alignment for you, okay? Soul, mind, body, connection, everything's happening. Let's see what's on the bottoms of the decks. Three of Wands. Yeah, you've come, not only is this probably a part of your spiritual path, or it could be the spiritual path, but you know, you already have a lot of knowledge and skill in this area, and this is going to be probably, you will be leveling up or doing even deeper work or more extensive work in this area. Okay, Three of Wands. It's like next level, right? So you will be developing it further. Existence, number one, which is the Magician, and this is beautiful because this is a very spiritual card as well in this deck. All of the elements at your disposal. And I think this is also an energy of real like gratitude, unconditional love for self, okay, as well. Yeah. And yeah, all of your inner skills and resources, you probably feel as though you are activating them at the moment, Cancer. And, you know, if you haven't activated them all, you will be, okay. But also making use of all the resources and help that's available external to you as well. And here we have the Call again. This is awesome. Okay, the calling, yes. You know, the Pied Piper here is, you know, playing the music. So maybe music's something that you're really into, Cancer. Or certainly that you maybe feel responsive, that you may be quite responsive to. And that may help you with meditation or something that you're doing. But yeah, this is the Call, and that spiritual calling, your soul, your spiritual higher self, your soul is calling out to you. And I think you're answering this call. You've got this, the Hierophant here. The Hierophant and the High Priestess in your reading also suggest that you have divine masculine and divine feminine energy coming forward for you at this time, okay? Or you're activating it, right? Oh, the Fool again, yeah. You are going on a journey, you are source connected, you're feeling very spiritual, you've also activated your inner child. I don't know what it is you're doing at the moment, Cancer, but it's probably feeling freaking awesome for you at the moment. Let's grab you a Lemurian Star Child Oracle here. But yeah, the underlying theme was that you're, you know, literally, you're looking at living the dream here, okay? And I think this is what this reading is kind of pointing towards. You're moving towards living the dream, whatever that means for you, okay? Right, let's grab one off the top here. Breathe the sun. Wow. Yeah, this is sort of about source connection. You do have the Fool twice in your reading here, which is awesome. Not to mention awakening, or the call, that soul calling, is twice in your reading as well. Presence, pineal activation, relax and let go. Yeah, this is about breathing the sun, relaxing into that source connection, just being you, Cancer. Okay, just being, radiating, tuning into yourself, you know. Really, I think you've become quite masterful at managing your state of consciousness here. Yeah. Just awesome. I was going to say, I take my hat off to you for, you know, all of the things that we go through as humans to sort of come out the other side and experience soul connection and moving into higher self, creative flow and all the rest of it. It's just amazing what we can do, okay? So give yourself a huge pat on the back, Cancer. And yeah, I think we will wrap it up there, and I look forward to your next reading. This one was awesome. In the meantime, have a great day, a fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.